Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into it.
Right.
Cracking the code on making money, profitability in this huge digital creator world,
Mm-hmm.
especially thinking about you folks selling photos, videos, maybe on places like BentBox.
Yeah, it's a big scene right now.
Totally. And the dream, it's powerful,
That's
right?
right.
Creative freedom, connecting directly with people who love your stuff.
Absolutely.
But what we found digging into the sources is, well, kind of a reality check. For this to last, creators have to think like a business, a sharp one.
That's the core of it, really.
So our mission today, let's unpack how you can truly master your business costs, not just like get annoyed by them.
Yeah.
Okay, let's dive in.
Sounds good. And it often starts with that feeling you mentioned. Creators see those fees pop up,
Oh yeah,
bank transfer fees, maybe credit card processing costs, the cut the marketplace takes.
and it feels like your hard-earned cash is just vanishing.
Exactly. That's a really common feeling, especially when you first start out.
It can feel like a bit of a punch, honestly, when
Yeah.
you're pouring all that creative energy in.
Yeah.
But what our sources are suggesting is that this initial frustration, that's actually step one in shifting your mindset.
Precisely. What's fascinating here is realizing these aren't just random deductions to complain about. They're unavoidable operational costs.
Operational costs, like
Yeah.
part of doing business online.
Exactly. Baked right into how digital sales work. Think about a regular shop, right? They have costs for materials, maybe shipping, rent.
Okay, yeah.
Marketplaces, even though they're digital, they have real costs too. Secure payments, reaching customers worldwide. They partner with financial companies for that.
I see.
Yeah.
And those partners charge fees.
They do. And those costs inevitably get passed down the line. So just getting mad about them, it's like yelling at your landlord about the rent. It's
Yeah.
part of the deal.
Right. So, okay, if these costs are just part of the landscape, non-negotiable, how do the really successful creators approach pricing then? What else are they building into their numbers beyond just those fees we see?
That's the key question. Our sources point to a few critical things the savvy creators are calculating. Beyond those costs of sale, the fees they factor in first. The actual cost to create.
And that's more than just buying a camera, I assume.
Oh, way more.
Yeah.
It's the value you put on your time, your editing software subscriptions, the hours you spend planning, shooting, tweaking, all that sweat equity.
Okay, time is money, literally here. What else?
Second, you absolutely need to understand your market reach. Who are you selling to? How big is that potential audience? Is your niche super specific or pretty broad? That affects demand.
Gotcha. Know your market. And third,
Third, and honestly, this is where many trick up, is return on investment, your ROI. It's not just about breaking even on costs.
you need to actually make a profit.
A healthy profit margin, yeah. After covering every single cost, including your time, and there's a twist here, the source is highlighted, content depreciation.
Content depreciation, like old posts become less valuable.
Kind of, yeah. The value can decline. It affects your long-term portfolio ROI. So top creators, they track this. They see their content almost like an asset that loses value and needs refreshing.
Wow, okay, that's a much more sophisticated way of thinking.
Right.
So it flips the script. Instead of fees being this annoying drain,
They become a predictable input, yeah. A number you
Oh.
factor in.
which means complaining about specific little fees is, well,
Pretty pointless, right? Marketplaces aren't suddenly going to stop having operational costs. It's fundamental.
so the smart move isn't complaining, it's adjusting.
Correct. The really profitable creators, they get this. They build these costs into their pricing. They adjust upwards.
To make sure they hit their net profit target.
Exactly. The profit they actually want to walk away with after all the costs of doing business online are accounted for, it's not about being greedy. It's just smart business. Financial intelligence.
Okay, so stepping back then, away from the tiny details of each fee,
Yeah.
what's the big picture? What really matters for building something that lasts, a sustainable creative business?
If we connect this to that bigger picture, yeah, instead of getting bogged down in those small, unavoidable costs, your energy is much better spent elsewhere.
Like where?
Like on creating truly fantastic, high-quality content, stuff that people actually want, that resonates.
Makes sense. Content is king still.
And then strategically marketing that content.
Yeah.
Getting it seen, expanding your reach, finding new buyers.
Okay, great content, smart marketing.
And critically, focusing on the overall health, the profitability of your entire collection of content, your whole portfolio. Not just sweating one sale. A diverse library priced right is way more robust.
So the takeaway message is really about embracing this whole business mindset. properly. Acknowledge all the costs of your time, maybe even that content depreciation, and price your work so it actually works for you.
Exactly. Get past that initial annoyance about fees and empower yourself with a solid financial plan.
It sounds like the difference between just having a hobby that occasionally pays and running a real sustainable enterprise.
That's it, precisely. And honestly, the rewards of running that well-oiled business, built on amazing content and smart planning, they'll make those minor deductions feel, well, pretty insignificant in the long run.
So here's something to think about until our next deep dive. How could applying this kind of shrewd business person mindset, even just a little bit, to your own creative work or maybe even other projects you have? How could that help you build something more sustainable, more successful? Definitely something to mull over.